Just a heads up, this is probably going to be a short one because, I don't know if you can tell, I do not feel the best. So I want to go lay down. This is going to be so good. Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to the Pickle Jar. This is What's the Dill? I'm your host, Mackenzie Pickle. Y'all, I only have like 20 something days left of 75 hard. I'm so close to being done and I'm not feeling the best and it's kind of cold. I'm just praying to get through it. The Lord is helping me through it, y'all. Today, we are going to be discussing a movie really quickly, one that I really like, and it came out a few years ago. The movie is Tag. It came out in 2018. The director is Jeff Tomsic, and it stars Jeremy Renner, Jon Hamm, Ed Helms, Jake Johnson, and it also stars Hannibal Buress, with also a couple other people, like Rashida Jones makes like a little appearance, and Leslie Bibb, and also Isla Fisher is a really cool character. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Like I said, it's probably going to be a shorter episode. I'm sorry. Again, I just do not feel well. Anyways, I watched this recently with my mom, and it was a great time. We both love the movie. My first note on it, I just put Jake Johnson in all caps. I love Jake Johnson. I love New Girl. I love Nick Miller. And to me, his character in this movie is very Nick Miller vibes. I just love him. My next note is Jon Hamm delivery is so good. He has such wonderful delivery with his jokes in this movie. I think his comedic timing is very wonderful, especially towards the beginning. But he pretty much carries throughout the movie with that like timing and just how he reacts to things. I just really, really love that. Jeremy Renner, first of all, y'all know I love Marvel, and I love me some Hawkeye, some Clint Barton. Jeremy Renner is so awesome, and he's a beast, honestly. But he's so mysterious and, like, skilled. Like, I think he plays this role so well. And also, like, fun fact, the third day of filming, apparently, he got really badly injured. And so, like, the rest of the movie, he has, like, green screen casts on, which is very impressive to me because the physicality of this movie is really, really awesome. And it's kind of intense, if I'm being honest. Camera angles are great, especially, like, Chili running from Hoagie in that, like, first little opening sequence with Chili. I just love the whole look of it. It is perfect. And they do this, like, camera movement, like, this cool thing with the camera throughout. I honestly just love it. And also, like, they do a really cool thing with, like, editing of making some shots like, just super intense, almost like you're watching, like, a serious action movie that's not just a friend group playing tag. It's really cool and well done. Then I wrote, the humor is so funny, the friend group chemistry is great, which they are. Like, I believe that they are friends, you know? It's also heartwarming, like, you know, towards the end of the movie, like, when you discover, like, they really do care for each other and they do love each other, and it's like this game of tag, this 30-year-long game of tag has kept them in each other's lives and has kept this, like, spirit of playfulness throughout their lives and has helped them to sort of, like, keep in touch with that part of themselves. And it's really sweet with that, you know? And I don't want to spoil the ending. I mean, I know it's been out for a little bit, but, like, it's just such a wonderful little ending, I think. And that little message of still, you know, keeping that inner child intact. Also, the soundtrack is perfect to me. I think it is perfectly curated for what this movie is and the vibes of the movie. I absolutely love the soundtrack. I talked about it a lot when I was watching it with my mom. It's just so good. I think it's very well done, and it just fits everything, in my opinion. Again, this movie is so intense and funny. I thoroughly enjoy myself every time I watch it. Also, the editing is really good. I do like the voiceovers. I think they can be a little cheesy sometimes, but I also think that's kind of the point. Like, it's a funny movie. Like, it's just fun, you know? Like, it's not trying to take itself too seriously because it is a game of tag. But I love the playfulness of making it feel super intense and, like, crazy. And, like the chloroform, all this stuff is, like, crazy. Like, the depths that they go to play tag. It's just awesome. And the transitions are good, too. Like, that goes along with editing. Like, there's different spots where they transition from one scene to the next. And it's very creative and just well done. And I think it's a really good movie. And I really like it. And it's also the fact that inspired by a true story. You know, I've read the true tag story. There's 10, I believe there's 10 people in the original friend group, and they are really intense. Like, they will travel, like, fly, drive, do whatever to go tag each other. And they play during the month of February, which in the tag movie is played during May. But there's, like, it's so intense, and the rules are crazy. And it's really cool, you know? Like, I kind of want to be a part of something like that. I think it's really cool. And, I mean, you know, there's a little spot where I think Chili tags Hoagie at Hoagie's father's funeral. And they, like, it's like a whole little bit and laugh situation in this serious and dark, you know, time. And I read that actually happened in, like, the tag friend group, that someone got tagged at their father's funeral. And it kind of helped lighten the mood and helped, you know, deal with the grief. And I was just like, I don't know, this movie brings about such camaraderie and sweet friendship in just a very playful way, and I just really love it. I really enjoy it. I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5. I think it's a really good, solid movie, and I think you should go watch it. It always makes me laugh. It always makes me have, you know, a heartwarming feeling, and it's really well done in my opinion, and I just really enjoy it. That's all I have for you today. Pickle's pick for this week is, honestly, this is going to sound like weird, but I was thinking about it. It's going to be Cholula hot sauce. I'm almost out of the little bottle that I keep in my purse, just for if I need it, if I'm eating at a restaurant somewhere or anything. Specifically, if I'm eating at, like, a Cercheros or something like that, I have a little bottle of hot sauce, and I'm almost out of it. So I just thought I'd shout it out. I love Cholula. I think it is a wonderful hot sauce, and it tastes incredible. That's all I've got for you. Again, I apologize for how short everything was, and I hope you've had a good week. I hope that none of you are feeling under the weather like I am, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And thank you so much for tuning in, even if it was shorter. Thank you for all that you do for the podcast. Thank you for the support, the encouragement. Please share the podcast with your family and friends. You know, give it a like, follow on the social medias. And yeah, it's time to close the jar. I love you so much, and I'm very thankful that you tuned in this week. And I'll see you next time. Bye!